Hello everybody and welcome to Your Brain on Tech, your source for everything you love, from technology to gadgets, the world of gaming and the internet. I'm your host, Eric Hurst, and as you can see, we are here at the 2011 Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Now, by the time you see this, the CES show will have passed, but I'm here to tell you about some of the biggest trends I've seen so far, starting off with the trend of smart TVs. Now, what smart TVs are those internet-enabled television sets, kind of like the Sony Google TV, that have the search and internet apps on them. We've seen, of course, the Sony Google TV. There's smart TVs from Samsung all the way to LG, but the one that stands out to me the most is the Panasonic TV with Viera Connect. Now, the thing that makes the Panasonic Viera with Connect different than other smart TVs is its tablet. Now, I had overheard a Sony rep talking about how many people are now watching TVs with their laptops. They saw that as an opportunity to break in, take away the laptop, and use the TV as a search, find, and playback device. Now, for me, I don't really like that because I like having my laptop or tablet next to me because I like to search or chat with friends or keep up on social networking on a different screen. When I'm watching TV, I want my TV to be my TV. That's kind of what the tablet lets you do. It's simple to find, search on the tablet, and with a simple flick, you can flick a program up to the TV, and now you're watching that. In the same way, you can search and find other programs, set it up on the tablet, and you can be watching two programs at once. This also allows for multiple angles if the provider allows so. So they showed us a little cheerleading example where they threw up one angle, then on the tablet switched to another angle, watched it for a bit, and then flicked it up. The tablets they showed off were running the Android operating systems and actually aren't even in production. Panasonic was using this year to gauge consumer excitement to see if a product like this would really be a hit. And personally with me, I like where it's going. Now, for being in such an early stage of development, it still ran very nicely. In fact, I think this platform is ripe for development. They had some accessories there for fitness, including an armband, a scale, and of all things a treadmill that connect with your Viera TV. Now, even if this tablet doesn't hit the market, the TV will be out by the end of this year. Another huge trend that's kind of spilled over from last year is 3D. 3D is in everything. There's 3D TVs, 3D projectors, 3D prosumer video cameras, 3D consumer video cameras, 3D still cameras, 3D digital photo frames. If 3D could be stuck in it, 3D was in it. This year I got my first chance to watch sports and video games in 3D thanks to the Sony booth. Both were fantastic to look at. But the major trend we've seen so far is that most TV sets are just bigger, brighter, thinner, using the same active shutter glass systems we see right now. Those are the battery-powered expensive sets you buy right now with your 3D TVs. There were a couple companies, including Vizio, that now use the passive glasses. This I think is a step in the right direction because passive glasses are cheaper to own and they kind of get rid of that flickering that's kind of an issue with the active shutter glass systems. The only issue here is that you cannot support full 1080p video. The big deal in 3D this year was 3D TV sets without the glasses. Sony and Toshiba both had sets on display showing off this new technology. Now, the 3D on these sets wasn't as prominent as the sets with the 3D glasses, but there is still some perception of depth. Now, a major issue with these new ones is that motion from left to right can cause you to lose the 3D effect completely. So even though these sets aren't anywhere near ready to be set to market, it's nice to see these companies have a step in the right direction. All is 3D in the world of video and still photography as well. Panasonic had a sand sculpture on display to show off their new 3D cameras, but the one that stood out to me was Fujifilm's 3D point-and-shoot camera. The large LCD in the back was 3D, no glasses required. This allowed me to stand back, preview, point, shoot, and playback all stills and video in 3D without any glasses. Now, you can still show it off to a lot of people. You can use an HDMI out to hook it up to your 3D HD TV, but in that case, providing the glasses are on you. Now, even with all the 3D here at CES, it all still feels kind of raw. The company seemed to have gotten it down to a science, but they still have yet to perfect it. 3D and smart TVs aside, probably the coolest thing I got to see was day one at the Panasonic booth when Darth Vader arrived to tell us that all 6 Star Wars movies will be coming to Blu-ray by the end of the year. All geeks, rejoice. That's all I have for today's show, but we have so much more CES to cover, so check in with our next show coming out very soon. You can follow the show on Twitter at twitter.com/yourbrainontech. You can also follow me at twitter.com/Eric Hurst. Make sure you also check out our website at yourbrainontech.com. I look forward to giving you more CES coverage very soon. Thanks for watching. I've seen a ton of smart TVs out here. There's Sunnis. Google it. What's it called? What do they call it? Sois. I want to say starting with. Don't say starting with. Viera Connect. Having words is better. The Panasonic Viera Connect. I like how we already finished this once, and I forgot the one line about them being nice. So we're doing it all over again, and I am failing miserably. TVs. I'm gonna start that over again. For Viera. You lost it. Hurt my ears. This 3D. Vizio.